Let me show you how to use pointers and arrays with functions. Here I have an array of 3 elements, 3 integers, that I initialize with 15, 16, and 17. And I want to create a function that gets the array and reset it, that it will put 0 in all the cells of the array. So I want to use the function like this, reset of the array, and that's it. Because the name of the array is the address of the first cell, the first element, I will be using the arithmetic of pointers to go to the next cells. So what is the prototype of this function? Well, first it's void because I don't need to return any value. The name is reset. And what is the type of the parameter? Here it's the pointer, the address of the first element, and the element is an integer, so it's a int star. It's a pointer to an integer. All right, what will be the code of this reset function? Void reset int star, and here the name of the parameter, I will change it. I will not use array, I will use ptr, like this. So I want to use the dereferencing so that I can put 0 in all the cells. So as we saw, the name of the array here is the address of the first element. So here I get the address of the first element. So what is pointed by the address of the first element? I put 0. And to go to the second element, I use the arithmetic of pointers. ptr plus 1, and I put 0. For the third element, what is pointed by ptr plus 2, and I put a 0. Should be okay. We can try to compile and execute it step by step. Oh, I forgot a semicolon here. Compile. All right. So first we create the array in memory, and we put the name of the variable as an argument to the reset function. And indeed, it is the address of the first element, FFF4, and within the reset function, we use the pointers and the dereferencing and the pointer arithmetic to modify the elements of the array. First element, we put 0, so what is pointed by FFF4? Indeed, we put 0. What is pointed by first element plus 1, ptr plus 1, which is the second element, because we slide 4 bytes, because it's 1 multiplied by size of int. Indeed, here we have int declared for the ptr pointer. So indeed, it's the second element of the array, and the same for the third. And voila, you know how to use pointers with functions and how to pass arrays to functions and modify the arrays within the function like this. So now you know the equivalence. And here, when I use the dereferencing, I could simply use the notation with square brackets, something like this. So ptr of 0, here it's ptr of 1, like this, and here it's ptr of 2. And it's really the equivalence. And it should do exactly the same. So it might look strange because here we have an int star, but we use it as an array. Let's compile and execute and see that indeed it is working and putting 0 everywhere. All right. And here there is also another notation that is possible. Instead of int star ptr, we can say ptr brackets like this without any number, but without the star, because it means it's an array. So with this notation, we don't know the size of the array, but we know that it is an array. And because it's an array, it means that it will be the address of the first element. So here we can use the same int brackets, square brackets like this. And if we compile and execute, we have exactly the same behavior. All right. So let's go back to the notation using the star, int star. All right, and let's modify this. And as you can see here, it's pretty easy to modify here because we use the dereferencing, then the name of the pointer, and instead of using the bracket notation, the notation with indices for the array, we can simply replace that with +0 and parentheses just around like this. And the same here, star, parentheses, ptr +1, parentheses, star, parentheses, ptr +2, parentheses. And it's exactly the same. It does the same thing. Indeed, when we execute, we see that we have the same result. So you know how to use pointers and arrays and how to switch from a bracket notation, a notation of arrays with indexes, to a notation using the arithmetic of pointers just here. Try it yourself and try to switch back and forth from the bracket notation to the arithmetic of pointers and try to understand everything that is happening here.